Fantasy. Your favorite category, is it not? So why don't you tell us something about it? Why so many different subcategories?
Perhaps because fantasy has the longest track record for genre blending. You can start with a story about witches and have it morph into a story about vampires. Or a paranormal romance series that transforms into an urban fantasy series halfway through. And, of course, magic never stays contained to any one genre.
Well, that is more than a little lazy, don't you think?
What do you mean?
Someone could start out writing a book about ghosts and decide after a while to make the story about zombies. The author could be writing about wizards and then let demons take over the story. For that matter, how do you know whether you're reading a horror story or an urban fantasy that happens to have a lot of gore?
How do you know which color the artist uses for the trees? You look at the painting. To stretch the metaphor a bit with a cliché, you don't want to get so caught up looking at the trees that you miss the fact that he painted a forest.
Now I know why you don't use clichés. They don't really tell you anything.
How about I just go ahead and give us the winners in the fantasy categories?
You do that?
The best urban fantasy of 2011 is Hit List by Laurell K. Hamilton. The best vampire story is The President's Vampire by Christopher Farnsworth. The best zombie story is Flip This Zombie by Jesse Peterson. The best dragon story is Dragon Fate by Ye Knight. The best magical realism story is Swamplandia by Karen Russell. The best historical fantasy is The Night Circus by Aaron Morgenstern. And the best off-world fantasy is The Magician King by Lev Grossman. Swamplandia